Ackermann laments slow start as Bulls' woes deepen after chaotic Bristol defeat. Bulls head coach Johan Ackermann did not shy away from the harsh reality facing his side after their 61-49 defeat to Bristol Bears in Pretoria, admitting that a disastrous opening spell proved decisive in yet another damaging result in the Investec Champions Cup in a match that will be remembered for its extraordinary attacking spectacle, defensive frailties on both sides, and relentless momentum swings. It was. Bristol, who ultimately emerged deserved winners after outscoring the Bulls by 9 tries to 6 at Loftus Versfeld. While the scoreline suggests a close contest, the early damage inflicted by the English club left the Bulls playing catch-up for the entirety of the match, a situation Ackermann believes sealed their fate before the contest had properly settled. A nightmare opening sets the tone. The Bulls' undoing came in the opening 10 minutes, a spell that Ackermann described as catastrophic. Bristol burst out of the blocks with ruthless efficiency, racing into a 21-0 lead before the home side had found any rhythm or composure. Defensive lapses, poor decision-making, and handling errors allowed the Bears to dictate the tempo and silence the Pretoria crowd early. By halftime, the scoreboard painted a grim picture for the Bulls, who trailed 47-28 despite flashes of attacking promise. The visitors' ability to exploit broken play and punish mistakes proved decisive, as the Bulls repeatedly undermined their own efforts. "We started badly, and that set the tone," Ackermann admitted post-match. "Then we had to play catch-up for 80 minutes, and suddenly the good work he did during the game doesn't look so good because the result doesn't reflect it." It was a familiar theme for a Bulls side currently short on confidence, structure, and consistency, issues that have plagued them throughout the season. 7 straight loss raises alarm. Saturday's defeat marked the Bulls' 7th consecutive loss in all competitions, a stark statistic for a team that has traditionally prided itself on dominance at Loftus Versfeld. The result leaves the Pretoria-based franchise rooted to the bottom of Pool 4, effectively ending their hopes of progressing in the Champions Cup. In contrast, Bristol Bears' bonus point victory confirmed their qualification for the round of 16, where they now sit second in the group. Their clinical edge, composure under pressure, and ability to capitalize on opposition errors underlined why they remain a genuine contender in the competition. For the Bulls, however, the defeat was another blow in a season that continues to unravel. "This hurts more than a normal loss," Ackermann said. "It's not a case where we can fault the commitment of the players. We can't say it is an attitude problem. The guys knew how important this game was." Preparation versus performance disconnect. One of the most frustrating aspects for Ackermann was the contrast between the Bulls' preparation and their execution on match day. The head coach revealed that the team had trained well during the week, carrying confidence from a previous loss in which their performance had shown signs of improvement. "Because if I look at the week's preparation and how well the players trained, the intensity was good," he explained. "We were positive after last week's performance, even though it was a loss. I wish I could give the exact answer of why things went wrong." That disconnect between preparation and performance has become a recurring issue, raising deeper questions about the Bulls' mental resilience, game management, and ability to absorb pressure during key moments. Errors prove costly. While Bristol's attacking flair deserves credit, the Bulls were undoubtedly their own worst enemies. A catalog of unforced errors, dropped balls, mistimed passes, missed tackles, and poor exits consistently handed momentum back to the visitors. High-profile Springboks, such as Handré, Pollard, and Willie Roux, endured particularly difficult evenings, with mistakes from senior figures amplifying the pressure on a side already under strain. Rather than calming the game, the Bulls' leaders were dragged into the frantic pace, contributing to the chaos rather than controlling it. Despite this, Ackermann was quick to defend his players, stressing that errors were a symptom rather than the root cause of the problem. "No player goes out to make mistakes and to play badly or miss tackles," he said. "But when you're chasing the scoreboard, you start to force things. Chasing the game changes behavior." Ackermann believes that falling so far behind early forced the Bulls into an uncharacteristic style of play, one driven by desperation rather than structure. "When you're chasing the scoreboard, you start to force offloads, trying things you wouldn't normally do," he explained. "Even senior players feel the pressure. that's when you play a bit out of character. The Bulls repeatedly attempted ambitious offloads and high-risk plays, often in poor field positions, resulting in turnovers that Bristol ruthlessly exploited. The inability to reset, slow the game down, and rebuild pressure highlighted a lack of composure that has undermined their campaign. We play a lot of rugby against ourselves with the mistakes we make, and we give away possession, Ackermann added. And hiding. No excuses despite the mounting pressure and grim results. Ackermann remains defiant in his belief that the solution must come from within the squad. However, I'm not giving up on the players, he insisted. It is up to us to fix things. No one else is coming. We can only control what we can. And that is how we conduct ourselves under the pressure and adversity. Those words underline the challenge facing the Bulls as they attempt to halt their alarming slide. Confidence is fragile, results are scarce, and the margin for error has disappeared, a critical period ahead with Champions Cup hopes extinguished and momentum firmly against them. The Bulls now face a defining period in their season. Addressing their slow starts, tightening defensive structures, and rediscovering their discipline will be crucial if they are to restore belief and competitiveness. Saturday's scoreline may suggest entertainment, but beneath the surface lies a team struggling for cohesion and control. Until the Bulls can marry their attacking ambition with defensive solidity and mental composure, results like this may continue to haunt them. For Ackermann and his players, the message is clear. The talent is there, but without a complete performance from the opening whistle, even promising passages of play will count for little.